What's the word, friends? Anyway, I am playing some Call of Duty Ghosts. What do I know about the game? Absolutely nothing. All I know is I turn it on, I find a game somewhere, somehow, and I just play it and hope for the best. Or whatever. I'm just having fun. But anyway, I wanted to speak about how Call of Duty causes douchebaggery on YouTube. You know, some people take this game way too serious, and and I'm not talking about the gamers who are really hardcore gamers and really enjoy the game and they want to be the best they can be at it. I'm talking about individuals, grown-up men who like to visit the Fountain of Youth every once in a while and play Call of Duty. And, I've noticed that a lot of them, yes, they take it too serious and they actually start lying about their lives, or they take on a persona on YouTube that resembles some soldier or some special forces guy that maybe they know or seen on the Call of Duty series. And I know there's two particular people that they kind of just get on my nerves, and this is, I just had to just talk about it. There's this one particular guy who I think he's an ex-ranger, whatnot, and yes, he was in a war zone, but never was actually in a combat zone, or actually never saw any combat whatsoever. But he likes to put on this persona that he saw a lot of combat and a lot of action, and that he's just this badass war hero and this and that crap. But, in reality, he never saw anything like that. And that sort of shit just kind of gets to me, because I know a lot of soldiers who are friends of mine that have actually seen combat, who've been traumatized by the combat of war and whatnot. And, they don't act like a douchebag like this guy does. This guy has a channel. He's pretty popular. Disrespects his wife, and his wife cheated on him, cheats on him, because she and her friends think he's a douchebag, and they think his friends are douchebags, even though some of his friends have actually seen combat and been in combat and suffered some very traumatizing combat wounds. But they take the game so serious that they want to make this persona on YouTube, and they want people to think that, oh, this guy's a badass, he's a soldier for hire, he's a special forces guy, he's really badass in real life. But in fact, he's just a douchebag. If his wife thinks he's a douchebag enough to cheat on him, well then, he's a douchebag. And then there's this other guy on YouTube who he trains people to shoot guns. He's never had any training whatsoever at all. And then the only thing he does is play Call of Duty, and then he takes some of the shooting training that he's learned on Call of Duty, and he looks ridiculous doing it too. And he teaches people, just naive people who actually believe in him. And, and I don't blame those people, because a lot of people just don't know anything about guns or shooting or anything, but they want to learn how to shoot. And then they find the only range in the area near them, and they decide, well, I'm going to have this guy teach me something, or let me know how to shoot, teach me how to shoot. But in fact, the guy doesn't even know how to shoot whatsoever. All he does is take shooting training from Call of Duty, and then he tries to replicate it in real life, and he just looks ridiculous doing it, he and his wife. These sort of people they really get on my nerves, because they really don't know what it's like to be in combat, what it's like to be in a real firefight. I tell you, a lot of people just fall for this sort of crap, and it just annoys me. People like this, you know, they've never seen any real combat, never been in a real firefight. They talk the big game and all that, but they don't know really what it's like. And I'll tell you, like, I'm not part of any, or never have been part of any military branch whatsoever, but I have been part of a certain group that does a lot of special rescues in foreign countries. And we've been backed up by military forces and stuff. And these special forces guys, they're really hardcore, but they don't go around being douchebags and whatnot. You know, the first time I ever had to fire my rifle against someone, I wasted 15 rounds out of a 30-round clip, and I barely grazed the guy on the shoulder. I'm talking about barely grazed. It was more like rug burn on his shoulder, okay? That's how bad it was, because the adrenaline and everything. So, you know, I don't know if people watch these sort of people on YouTube with these so-called special forces badass personas, you know, they just need to be careful and not really take it to heart. Just maybe take it as entertainment, and that's it, because these guys really don't know what it's like to be in real combat. Anyway, that's my rant. Thanks for watching. Zapstream